Can you remember what we discussed in the previous week? Yes. I think today we have to talk about this one, types and areas of guidance. Did you receive the two PowerPoint presentations? Previous two PowerPoint presentations?
No, madam. Only one we got. Last week's one.
Last week one only last
Yeah.
week one you received? Tell me the topic, then I can send you today, both.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
What's the topic that you, just tell me the topic, then I can send the next one.
Action research we didn't get, and the first one also we didn't get the beginning one.
My goodness, that you, I think I have done these things to you. I thought that you are from the, so I did action research for your group. Amata, I did action research for your group then.
Yeah, ma'am.
Then group here. So then we have to do guidance that I did half for you and I have to continue the rest.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So sorry. I have mistaken. Not this one. Can you tell me the first part of the presentation? The topic? Can't you remember?
Aims of
We did.
vocational.
Aims of vocational guidance. Okay.
It was there.
Occupational and educational information. Did we start with this? No. We did this. The characteristics of occupational information we did in a previous week. Occupational sources, we did these things. Let's see. Yeah, this one. We did the unit 2 testing and non-testing techniques I did with you. And I finished half. Tell me whether this is the one we did, testing and non-testing. We discussed about different tests, aptitude tests, selection tests, proficiency tests. We discussed about this. Benefits of maintaining records.
No, madam.
Then what?
No, ma'am. We did last time definitions. We got the PDF of definitions of guidance.
Oh. This one, you read it this one. This one, definitions of guidance, this one. No, I have to share. Wait. I'll share and tell me whether this is what we have done. This one, we did?
Yes, madam.
Right, okay. Today we have to do the third third one. Okay, now the one I was opening was the one I have to types and areas of guidance. Hmm. Right. Okay. So
Ma'am,
types.
this part also we did, ma'am. Types and
Abuda?
areas. මේ
Which-
part එකත්
we did.
madam, we did, ma'am. This
Alright.
part.
Okay. දැන් මට මේ batches දෙකක් යනවානේ දෙකම පැටලිලා තියෙන්නේ. So types and areas වලට පස්සේ එක ඇත්ත එහෙනම්. බලන්න.
Yeah, madam. Then Monday we did action research.
Okay, now this is guidance. This one is guidance, right? Third PPT and fourth PPT. So you are sure that we did types and areas of guidance, then? Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Vocational guidance, other types. We did,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. We have to do the fourth. See whether we have done the social guidance. Did we do this one? Social guidance? Students, can you see the screen? Hello? Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Did we do this one? Social
No, ma'am.
guidance? Right.
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
So then this is the fourth PPT. So that means we have done 3 lessons up to now. I will send. How many lessons did you receive? Only one? Guidance?
Yes, ma'am. We received already the definition PowerPoint presentation.
Okay. So after that, we did guidance for 2 days. How many days we did
Yes, ma'am.
guidance? Yes, 2 days. That means today is the 4th day. Is that so?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. I will send you. So you received only one. So today I will send you other 3, right? Right. Social guidance. Now, according to this, students face lot of problems in their social relationships. Now, where do they have their social relationships? Where do they build
In the school,
up
in
their
family,
social relationships? Where?
in the school,
In the school, they have social relation. What else?
School premises.
In
In
the
the
school-
school premises.
Yes, in
Tuition
the
class,
school. In the school premises, tuition classes, then
playground and all.
now if they go to play in the evening, that sometimes in the village playground, they have social relationships. Sometimes at the Sunday school, as you say, at the tuition classes, sometimes they plan and go out, the students, then they have social relationships. So during these social relationships, what kind of problems they encounter? The problems.
Some children try to bully others, no?
Yeah, bullying is one thing. Yes, that's a problem. Okay, bullying. Then
No.
what else?
And comparing backgrounds, like comparing each other's.
Comparing each other, yes. Sometimes they ill-treat the students from poor family backgrounds. What are the others?
They are talking about the dresses, what they are wearing and all.
Okay. So they consider about the dresses, how they look. Then sometimes, though they are very clever, that these people try to honor them or ill-treat them if they are poor. Right. So students develop social relationships and have social interactions with others from different social backgrounds. Now, if we consider about a high school in Colombo, many students come to those schools from grade 6 scholarship, right? So if you have watched the film Siri Rajasiri, I don't know whether you have watched it, sometimes back, that there was a film called Siri Rajasiri. If you have time, you watch it, very nice one. There, a boy comes from village. So parents are very remote people and they are very village people. So they are gammy. So this child, even he is very poor, he doesn't have money. So he earns 1 rupee from each other by polishing their shoes. So once that there was a drama, and this boy was selected as the king, but there was another boy who wanted to grab that crown and he wanted to wear it. So therefore, he does every bad thing to this poor boy. So this story is around these two children. So like that, sometimes these children who are, though they are very clever, when they are coming from poor backgrounds, they are harassed by others, right? So in a society, there are students from different social backgrounds, different economic backgrounds, different social status. There are high class people, middle class people, lower middle class people, working people, right? So therefore, sometimes students find difficult to adjust to the environment. Now, if they are harassed by these high class people, so sometimes they refuse to go to school, right? So social guidance plays a major role. It helps the individuals to develop feelings of social acceptance and social adjustment. So everybody likes if they are accepted by the society, right? If they are accepted by the society, everybody likes. If they are ill-treated by the society, if nobody accepts them, it's unbearable. So these children, sometimes they can't adjust to the society, right? Those are refused by the others, that it's difficult for them to adjust to the society. As you think, why are they refused by the others? Why they are not accepted by the others? Tell me.
Lack of mutual
Why they are not
understanding.
accepted by the others? What kind of reasons? Lack of mutual
Lack of
understanding.
lack of mutual understanding.
Yes, lack of mutual understanding. What else?
Due to cultural differences.
What
Depends
do you
on
mean
the
by
caste,
cultural
race
differences?
of the
That caste problem is severe, right? So then they try to ill-treat the people called low caste people, right? Actually, there's no something like high caste and low caste, that this is what people have created, right? So according to Buddhism, that Lord Buddha has preached, people become low or high from their actions, not from their birth. That's true, right? They ඇත්ත නේද?
Indeed, madam.
Yeah, the person becomes low or high from their actions. How can it be done by the birth? Right? So if the child fortunately or unfortunately born to a very rich family, then automatically he becomes a high class people, and unfortunately, if he's born in the womb of a working person, he becomes a low person. It cannot happen, right? Birth cannot decide that. Only our actions should decide whether we are high or low. Even people who are in these high class families, they do very low things. බොහොම බාල දේවල් කරනවා නරක දේවල්. So then people cannot be judged whether they are high or low, right? Okay. But anyway, that society has some norms. These people are high class people, these are low people. So they should behave like this, right? Right? So now in some areas, so during after gaining independence of our country, there had been some areas the women were not allowed to wear a cloth to their top, right? So they had to have the top side naked. They were not allowed, right? I think that one girl, she has fought against this, right? So then I read that story. Actually, I can't remember to tell you in detail because that she has given, even sacrificed herself by fighting for this, right? So therefore, there's no high or low from birth. So it is decided by our actions, right? That is what I believe. But in the society, but they have some kind of norms like that. So therefore, social guidance is very, very important because sometimes the children are unnecessarily bullied and cornered and ill-treated. They are not accepted in such cases that they become mentally down. And it becomes very difficult for them to adjust to the society. They hate the society. Therefore, social guidance is very, very important. Right. So then, social guidance teaches individuals to be tolerant towards the others and helps them to develop feelings of social acceptance and social security. Right. So, actually, that if we gather, that means especially if you are a student of College of Education, that you will understand, in a dormitory, there are nearly 22 different classes, different economical status, different ideas. Some are only child in the family, some have lots of siblings, some can work with others, some don't like. So they have different ideas. But after some time, they all adjust to the environment. Finally, it's very difficult for us even to separate them. They don't like it. They want to be together, right? So at the beginning, they have problems. We are Candian people, we are Matra people, we are Southern people, and all. They have some kind of differences, but later on, they all become one family, and it's very difficult to separate them. So therefore, social guidance, there they learn the social guidance. They tolerate others. Now, I can remember that one girl was complaining that there's one girl in the dormitory and she doesn't do anything. She gets everything done by the others. Even tying the shoelace and everything is getting done by others. Then I told that it's okay, I will talk to her regarding this because it's trouble for you all. Then she didn't like it. No, please don't do that, madam. Then she will get angry with us like that. And even they don't like, they are going to tolerate it further. The burden given to them, right? They don't like to like it to be discussed, and they think that it'll hurt her, right? So it's nice. So then social guidance teaches individuals to be tolerant towards the others. So they learn to tolerate what others do. Because sometimes certain things are not, we cannot tolerate things. But here they learn how to tolerate others and help them to develop feelings of social acceptance. So they learn to accept social acceptance and social security. Right. So then this social acceptance and social security is mainly given by the educational institutes. So have you seen on Facebook that teachers that accept the children different ways, right? So I don't know whether you have seen. So there are some symbols, heart, right? Then giving high five, like
Yes, I saw that video.
that. So then there are different ways. Then teacher asks which way. Yeah. So which one you need? So then sometimes they need a hug. They want to kiss the teacher. They want to keep fist together,
five.
give a high five. Yeah, that's very interesting. So then there it teaches the social acceptance, right? And recently I saw another video that one child that who has a big birthmark on her face, right? So she doesn't want to be humiliated because of that big face, face, that birthmark. So that she's wearing a what? She's wearing a mask when she comes to the class. So the teacher brings her to the class. So when the mask was removed, that everybody sees that patch or that birthmark. Then others also paint them. ඒගොල්ලෝ paint කරගන්න birthmark එකක් වගේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ මූණේ. So that girl is very happy. So like that we can teach them, teach the students these things in the school rather than ill-treating others or cornering others, to tolerate them, to listen to them, share their ideas, accept them, right? So these things should be taught at a very young age. So it can be done at the educational institutes. So it is informally provided by the family. So this should be first given by the family. Then family එකෙන්ම ළමයා ill-treat කරලා આવොත් එහෙම it's very difficult, right? Because that acceptance should be given by the family, and the child should be convinced that he is a very important person in the family. Yeah, හරිම වැදගත් කෙනෙක් පවුලෙන්. And he is accepted. යාව පවුලෙන් පිළිගන්න, පවුලට ඉතා වැදගත් කෙනෙක් කියලා පෙන්වන්න. Right? Right? Then the individual learn to adjust with the various people in the society. So rather than cornering, rather than just isolating children. Now, sometimes there are certain families, they don't send the child to play with others. So then even they are not sent for a class, and they hire the teachers for them to give individual tuition. So these children, when they come to society, it's very difficult for them to adjust. They find lots of problems, right? So therefore, this should be taught from home. Right? So it's very, very important. If you just adopt a child like this, they will face a lot of problems. So sometimes back, there was a girl in our college. So she has been adopted like this. She has not sent out from home, and teachers have been hired to teach her. And so even when she comes to the college, one of the family members drops her. So like that, she was adopted like a very, how do you call it? So she was just been adopted individually without any social context, interaction with others. So, finally one day that now our students, that some of them have love affairs and they are talking to their boyfriends. And so this girl accidentally found a number, right? And has built up a friendship with a boy. She has never seen him. So one day this boy has come to take her, right? So then nobody knows that she has gone with that boy. And halfway that she has felt that she doesn't want to go and she wanted to come back. During that time, her friends, they have called their home. So rather than informing the people in the college, that they have called the parents, and father, that who loves this girl a lot, has got a heart attack and he was killed. You see that what happened? Now, so therefore it's good lessons for you all also. So when such a thing happen, you should not be panic. Right? So this girl came back to the college, but this thing happened. Very sorry situation. So now father is the one who loved her a lot, and she thinks that mother loves her brother a lot, and mother doesn't love her. So these grudges went on, and after some time mother also was dead, and she was alone with the brother. So she was mentally down, and she got her appointment to a very rural area like Polonnaruwa. She's from Gampaha. Then finally that she had to face lots of problems. But luckily, anyway, that she resigned from the job, and she was working somewhere in an international school. And there she found a foreigner, and she's happily living in a foreign country. So her ending was good, but if it was not the end, so what will happen to her? So therefore, when you are adopting children, don't adopt like that, right? So you have to bring up your children in a way that they can adjust to the environment, any environment they are interacting with, any type of people, and they can face any challenge in the society, right? So it should be done by the family. Otherwise, it makes very difficult for the child to adjust to the environment. Right. So next one is called moral guidance. Right. This is also very, very important because moral guidance shape a person. So we know moral means that this is good and bad. We learn to choose between good and bad. So it should be done from the very beginning. But now we think that these good qualities have been deteriorated in the present society, present individuals, but we have to build up this from home, right? So then if we bring up children like that, they won't indulge in bad activities, undesirable activities, right? So then moral guidance is very, very important at all ages of life because they are directed to the right path and they become good individuals. So we have to teach them this is good, this is bad, and this is how you should behave in the society. This is how you should work with other people. So you have to respect your elders, you have to respect your religion. So there are certain accepted norms that you have to follow. You have to abide by the rules and regulations. So we have to teach all these things. That is called moral guidance. That's why a person needs a religion. So religion guides them. Some are certain, without being an extremist, we can adjust our life from our religion. Right. Then health guidance. Health guidance aims at preventing and curing health issues of individuals. Do you think that we need health guidance? Students, do we need health guidance?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you recently use health guidance?
In
COVID
Corona
time.
period.
Yes, during the COVID period, unlike any other period, we were strictly following the rules and regulations, washing hands several times, wearing the face mask and keeping a distance with other people, right? Avoiding people who are suspected to be corona infected. So we were early following the health guidance given during the corona period, pandemic, right? So then health guidance, the aim of health guidance is to prevent and curing health issues, right? So then we know that we have to wash our hands before eating and wash hands with soap after using toilet. So these should be taught at the very beginning when the child is very small. Keep our nails trimmed. We should not bite our nails, right? So keep our hair clean, free of lice and eggs. Right? So health guidance is very, very important because it helps to develop healthy eating habits also. Right? Healthy eating habits. Now, the small ones that when they are in their primary classes, they are asked to bring homemade food for 4 days. On, right, we were discussing about this. Can you hear me, Puta? Can you hear me? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we were discussing about this. So then we discussed that children at the daycare centers, they learn by observing. They imitate the daycare providers, right? If they become very aggressive, even it's the same for the teachers. If the teachers behave in an aggressive manner, the students also follow the same. Therefore, that's why especially the primary teachers should be very kind-hearted, very caring, right? So it's essential for the daycare providers to use right words, behave in the right manner, and we have to encourage the children to behave well. So children must be given simple and clear choices. They must not be forced to do things. Balahatkarin kavanna eva karanna hොඳ නැහැ. Right? So then if we just force to do certain things, they behave in the negative manner, right? So children should be shown respect, right? They should not be punished. Especially they should not be punished in front of others. So then instead of that, the caregiver can talk to the child in isolation and show him his mistakes and guide him properly. Okay. And it's very essential to appreciate the children for their good behavior. And rather than punishing, we have to show them the bad things or wrong behavior of the children and encourage them to behave in a right manner, positive manner. And because the daycare providers must be good coaches and guides to teach them what is right and wrong. Because after sometimes without going to school, the children are kept in daycare center. So their young age is spent there. So then they should learn all these good things from them, right? So then at the daycare centers, they should be taught social skills to be with others, share things, and work in cooperatively, right? So good manners, right? Good food habits should be taught. And they should use games that enable the children to learn good manners and identify their feelings and identify the feelings of others. Now, they should feel that others also can feel, they also feel sorry, okay? So we have to teach them the word sorry if they make mistakes, right? So especially sorry, thank you. So we have to use these words. Then, so caregivers should not use negative tone to correct the behavior of the children. We told that not to use no, rather. Did we talk about counseling? Yes, tell me. Can you remember we talked about counseling? Hello. Did you talk about counseling or not?
No, madam.
Okay, right. Okay. So we were discussing about guidance. Now tell me, what is guidance and who can give guidance? We have been telling it for so long. What is guidance and who can give guidance? We discussed at the very
Provide
beginning.
assistance to someone who needs help.
Yes, guidance is giving assistance to someone who need help. Who can give guidance? So if
Teachers.
anybody, teachers, then who else?
Parents,
Parents.
elders around them.
Okay.
Trustable elders, friends.
Relatives, yes, friends, siblings. Right. Anybody can give guidance. One can do. Then, but counseling is different to guidance. We say that guidance is from cradle to grave. From the day we were born until we die, we need the guidance of somebody. What is counseling? This is something different from guidance. Counseling is a professional relationship. Between whom? This professional relationship between
Client
counselor.
counselor.
What do you mean by professional relationship? Counselor should be professionally qualified person. Professionally qualified. He or she should have followed a course, counseling course. Should have good knowledge about counseling, the theory and practice all. Right. So then during counseling, counselor helps the individual who is facing problems to overcome the problem. Right. And it is an integral part of guidance. Guidance is a necessary part in guidance. The process of counseling helps an individual to find solution to a problem, right? So then in guidance, sometimes the guide, him or herself provide the solution. But here counseling, it doesn't happen. What does counselor do? What the counselor kara? They don't find ready-made solutions. Instead, what does he do? They help the client to identify the problem and find solutions to the problem. Right? Then, in counseling, there are two people involved. Who are they?
Counselor and client.
Counselor and the client. Right? So, counselor is a professional who offers counseling service. Right. So, these are definitions given by different people. So, you can remember one good definition. Okay, read the first one. Willie and Andrew, what did they tell about counseling? Yes, tell.
Counseling
Read the first one.
involves two individuals, one seeking help and other a professionally trained person, helps solve problems to orient and direct him or her toward goals.
Right. Who has told that?
Willie and Andrew.
Yes. Somebody else read the second one. Somebody else read the second one. Hello, read. Hurry up, hurry up. Quickly read. Would anybody read the second one?
Counseling is a dynamic and purposeful relationship between two people who approach a mutually defined problem with mutual consideration for each other to the end that the younger two is aided to a self-determined resolution of his problem.
Okay, it was told by Rain. Okay, read the next one.
Counseling is helping a person to realize what he has and does not have, what he can do easily, what he can do with difficulty, and what he cannot do at all. It is a close sharing of a human relationship with one who has high regard, one who
Who
can
has
offer him unconditional
acceptance, but one who has no
but
guarantee,
guarantees, no answers.
right? Okay. So with that, we'll finish or read these two also.
Counseling is a purposeful, reciprocal. One person helps the other to change himself or his environment.
Okay, next
Well,
one.
Counseling is a dynamic and purposeful relationship between the people in which procedures vary with the nature of the student's need.
Today, right? Okay. So thank you very much for taking part in the lesson. And if you have anything that you find difficult in this lesson, we'll discuss next week, right? So that there are some more slides to be discussed. So we had some disturbances halfway. So we will discuss the rest of the slides next day, right? Anyway, I'll send all these things to you. This is the fourth one. So I will send